Hey everyone, it's Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. This is my first playthrough of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Rinosuke's not having a good day. I don't know what the mystery of the stake is gonna be, but it's high stakes. Okay, pretend I didn't say that. Go back. There was a woman there. It's just not possible that not anyone else saw that woman. I mean, that's the thing. Like, we're gonna have to figure out like what's the stakes that they have in this as well. Like the two witnesses, because they're clearly lying again if they, or else they just didn't see her. Like, I don't know. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. This is weird then. This is so weird. But that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. It would seem that we'll be able to teleport to the Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard, furthermore, have no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the Treaty with Great Britain. Think that I, Sushi, will have contributed to the enmity of these two great empires in honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Rinosuke. It's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes. Exactly, Kazuma. Good boy, Kazuma. And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination. We're going to cross-examine again. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witness, but make it quick. Understood? That's not how this works, you goddamn carny bastard. It's not how it works, my friend. Rules can be so unbending at times. The true culprit. It was me, Ido, the baby killer. Even what I saw wasn't a precise moment of the firearm discharge. It's almost the same thing. It's not. Yes. It's not the same thing. No. It's not the same thing. No, it's not. For the start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of an uninformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. What? I don't think so. Considered as defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Oh, go home. No, we're not doing this Ace Attorney logic stuff. Go home. How could I? And yet it's undeniable fact that I did blink. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can I use that in court? Can I use that in court? Oh, I don't like this guy already. I already hated him before in the other games, but who he's based off of. Teen Shun, you leave Ido. Help! Ido, grab him! Look at Ido. The sound of a firearm rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget that the antiques dealers witnessed the accused in the most incriminating position as well. That's not the right voice. I keep getting it wrong. I'm sorry. Is that so, Korakuda-san?
Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man. He was that young lad in black. That much itself I did see.
Okay, I think he did see that, but like, we had a gun in our hands. Furthermore, visual search and premises at the time confirmed that there were only personnel present. Yes! Yes! You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there. Shh. Shut up. As you've been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus on my ear. And yet no one has appeared to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. There've already been more people dining at the time than someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course, this place is almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of times to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at the time of day and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. Oh, it's an ugly certificate. What is that, Counsel? It's a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. Hotta Clinic? Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon, past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before it, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder, what do you think, Rinosuke? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for... Should we? Oh, we can actually do that? That's pretty good. Let's do it. Go. Put it in. Yes! Please submit it, please. I put my hand up. Can I go to the bathroom? If I may, I'd like to ask for a medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? On your ugly mug. The court has already heard conclusive witness that I wanted to just do it for once. I never got to do that in my life. I never got to do. I kind of wanted to do. You know what I mean? Just I wanted to submit some evidence. Not to mention the victim's movements prior to his arrival. The restaurant are of no concern. Objection! Whether or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I love when he does this. Freaking kill him. Freaking murder this guy. Hide his body. Hide his body. You will beg his pardon in a second. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for submission of evidence. Very well, the court will grant the defense request. Youngsters these days are forever asserting the rights. It's most disturbing trend. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. The victim's medical report card has been entered into the court record. What we read now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they didn't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. The wrong voice again, I'm so bad at this. I'm just not very good at this, am I? Which is fair enough, like, you know, like, I'm just like, you know, a pretty bad person. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Koraketa-san. And like as well, also I'll also get like a lot of the names wrong like all the time. Like that's gonna happen, and you know, like, and I'm not. What I'll say is that like if you do want to correct me, you can correct me, but I probably won't remember everything. You know what I mean? I probably won't remember everything.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman dining all by himself.
There's a baby there. Therefore, no one other than the Black Unicorn Cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. I don't know if this is the case. I think we're still bullshitting. I should be saying words like that. Excellent work, Rinosuke. We've gleaned some new information now. And well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancy to light. He's giving me that, that's what you think look. He's giving me, Iris, that's what you think, or see it tonight. One of the looks. I won't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps you should examine it in a little more detail? How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press X and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use, oh, okay, oh, cool. Really? That's actually kind of cool. So we can take a look at it. That's awesome. So we can like just look all around it to rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles. But I have one question, Cosma. What is the analog? What is like R and all this stuff? I don't. But using OL, sorry. I'll take the L. I'll take the L. Okay, I think we can do this. I think we're good in this. I think we got it. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press X to investigate further. So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail. Yeah, let's do it. I'm up for it. All right, I'll see what I can do. Let's go. I need to use R. Let's go. And X to inspect. Let's go. Okay, here we go. So we can like turn all around. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Medical report card required for every visit. Mr. John Wilson, Hada Clinic. Hold on a second. What is it? Dentist, Hada Clinic. Dentist? He couldn't eat. How could he eat if he's at the dentist? What's this all say? Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, and there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar. He couldn't eat a steak. He couldn't eat a steak. That steak was someone else's. Guys, that steak was someone else's. A molar with a topical anesthesia. Extraction of a molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps he used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed. My dudes, we got him. We got him. That steak was not his. That steak was not his. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. The medical report card information has been updated in the court record. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. So, I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. Even if what I saw wasn't precise. Okay, so we need to get the right one for this. Yes, pointing is gone in there for form on. C. Furthermore, no, sorry, sir. Is this the right one?
Yes.
Objection, you little. Well, what about the last statement made by the witness? Is that alright? It seems perfectly reasonable to me. Did I get it wrong? Shh. Perhaps you should take a leaf out of the witness's book and learn to be more reasonable yourself. I thought that was the right one we had to press. Alright. I just need to calm down and think everything through again from the start. No, I don't. I don't need to think at all. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only person on the... Okay, sorry. I guess I got that wrong. Indeed, Loney was the Englishman. That's the one I have to present.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so dumb. Can you just go to the bathroom? Well, I think, what are you whittering, lad? Call yourself a... Oh, sorry.
What are you whittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer?
I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused. Rinosuke, everyone stumbles on the words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raise your hands straight up like that, so purposefully, you knew exactly what you wanted to say. Can I go to the bathroom? Ooh, don't give me those eyes. Don't feel like you have to choose those words, your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright, and thanks for the advice. Couldn't have started all the music. This is a medical report card belonging to the victim.
I see. I don't see. What of it, boy?
Comparing what is written on the report card with your witness statement, something clearly doesn't add up. Shh. Dear me. Have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateur drivel. Let's see if you can explain words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever you may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. No, see, this is why you're a bad lawyer. You are the bad. You right here, you, my man, bad.
Ooh, look how bad he is. Terrible lawyer bad.
But that's... Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. You can't... Oh my god. Only person who could do this to me... Only person who could do this to me is a certain gray-haired, white-haired lawyer and his sister. That's the only people who... I'm sorry, I'm moving back and forth from my microphone. It probably sounded very weird. The only person who could do this to me. The witness testimonies the court have heard have been clear and concise. Oh my... I wish I could do this in a court case. Excuse me, Your Honor. Let's just end this shit. Hey, Your Honor. Hey, we're done. This medical report card has no bearing on... I know it's to do with the story as well, because the reason why they're so okay with ending this is because they need their political standing to stay there. They need someone by this evening, a report of who did it, so they can just keep that relations going and like kind of smooth over the relations with the British people. There's no one else besides the pale-faced pupil who could possibly have perpetrated the crime. Can we speak now? You bad lawyer? This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? What? The outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. Dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted.
Oh, what's this now?
And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just, what are you trying to say? I don't get him! He had orders not to eat, so what? I love that he bases all around like that. That's such an Ace Attorney thing to base everything around your own personal experience. He had orders not to eat. It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours. Post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. Kuda-san. What, boy, what? Sorry, what? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No? And additionally, there's more? Oh, you're sweating now. Ido, your dad's a liar. You've assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Oh wow, got you right there. We even got Ido. I was looking to get Ido. Expertly done, partner. Look at this, how good this looks. Like, it's so advanced now. Shh. What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table. Objection! That's the very discrepancy we're talking about, or you can't follow the logic. Oh my god, I love when he owns this guy. He does it so good. How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant's case have turned. Oh, wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke? Just go with it. Yes, most definitely. I love this boy. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel. Counsel? Oh, that means me, doesn't it? All right, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must have been... an unyet known third party? Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. Yes! Yes! There was, because I saw her. when the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on the table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable.
If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage,
get him with the sword. We will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Jesus Christ, Calvin. Look at him. He's like, oh, are we doing this?
Kazuma,
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, Counsel. We're both really cute. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have issue with them, the two witnesses in the stand. Liar and bigger liar, and Ido, of course. Don't put Ido in this. What are you talking about? We have demonstrated evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously, you'll be charged with perjury. Oh my god, people are actually getting charged for lying in this game? How many people, if we did that in the other games, how many people would just be gone? Gone. Perjury. And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Oh my god, like, this doesn't happen in the other games. This does not happen.
complicit in murder? No.
Hold it, who's holding it? Ido, don't do this, Ido. Oh, it's Nosa. Negative. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. It's pretty common knowledge now, dude. Ido, get him. I was just following orders. Orders?
That's right. As the man says, you just never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they say,
Oh, no. Oh, you're done. You're absolutely done.
Oh.
What? What's happening, buddy? Korakuta?
No.
You were just following orders?
No, hold on, lad. I was,
So you say you never saw the gentlewoman? Ugh. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas? What?
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements. Is it true, you pair?
Just one simple slip of the tongue. That's all it takes. Arrest everybody in this courtroom, even the judge.
Order! Counsel, explain what is going on here.
It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this.
Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut?
Well,
That's classified. Oh, it's classified? So you're prepared to be tried as conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. That just can't be happening. We can't do it to Ido. Ido's even upset that his dad's a big liar. Ryunosuke, judging from the way they're reacting to this, I say they were sworn to silence by someone with a considerable influence. However, I don't believe Ayuchi had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It could have only been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? It was the government, military, police. It was all of them. It was Hulk Hogan. That's who it was, the dirty mongrel. If we confirm we tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly... Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh yes, that's right. Well, That's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god, I knew nothing.
And what does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just going to have to close my eyes and shout out to the first name that comes to my head. What? 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 Why? Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses are... Wait. The head waiter? No, wait. Or... No, it couldn't be. Unless it's... Wait, what? This is actually like, I don't know, it's actually like a law. Because then, like, I feel like this is like, well, we're going to lose points, but that's it. You know what I mean? We're going to lose points. Now, I think this guy's going to be kind of like an influential character going forward. I think that he's dead. But he's the head waiter? Are we saying it's him?
Yes!
Because that's the only other person that it could be. Wait as well. Hold on a second. Because of the... Remember he had the business card. Oh. I guess this works too. My idea was like, when I was looking at this, when I was looking at the people, there was no one else that could have like influenced them apart from like maybe him. But like who else could have done it? That's hilarious. So yeah, okay, that's cool. But we knew that anyway though, so I guess that was in the back of our mind. Like that's good at least. Like at least we have that under our belt. And before we go on in the next part of this, we're going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and thank you guys for supporting this series. I actually haven't seen your reactions to the first episode yet because I'm recording these in bulk. But whatever it is, I'm sure it's great because you're always awesome. See you very soon, guys. Bye-bye.